Hello, everyone. It's really nice and a little nerve-wracking to be here. When they called me to ask about speaking at TrevorLIVE, I had two reactions. The first one was panic, because I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of people. But the bigger and more important reaction was gratefulness, because it meant a lot to me to have this opportunity to reach out to other people. I'm very active in the LGBTQ community at my school, and I think it's important now more than ever that we all show up for one another. And the Trevor Project was here for me when I needed it most. The first time I reached out to TrevorText was really late at night. I really needed to talk to someone, but all of my friends were asleep. I didn't know what else to do or who else to contact. So I picked up my phone and I sent a text. And when someone from Trevor responded, it instantly made me feel like people were there for me, like I wasn't alone. Trevor's crisis intervention services are different than most other suicide hotlines because when you call other suicide hotlines, you don't know how that person feels about the community. And that can be really scary in an already stressful time. But when you call Trevor, you know you'll be supportive. And speaking of being supportive, I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you to Eugene for exposing so many of his fans and YouTube viewers to different gender identities and breaking down of gender stereotypes. I also want to thank tonight's honorees, Amanda Stenberg, Ryan Murphy, and the cast of Pose, and AT&T. It's so exciting to be in a room with so many creative people who have expanded the boundaries of the kinds of stories we get to see in both movies and in TV. And I'm personally very grateful for all the work that AT&T has done to help expand Trevor's digital crisis services. Earlier tonight, Amit talked about making sure that Trevor services like chat and text are available 24/7, just like the Lifeline. Having different ways to contact Trevor is really important. For me, in addition to having a lot of anxiety about talking on the phone in general, I was also crying when I contacted Trevor, and it can be really hard to make out what someone's saying when they're sobbing. So texting allowed me to say what I wanted to say, even while I was upset. And on behalf of myself and the others who have benefited from Trevor's services, thank you. I also want to say thank you to my family for supporting me, especially to my dad, Robert, who's here with me tonight. And finally, to any kids who are here in the audience or streaming the show on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, I want you to know that there's no such thing as not having a good enough reason to call. Trevor counselors are there to help you, to comfort you, and to listen. No matter what your brain is telling you, it is always worth it to reach out and find that support. You are worth it. Thank you.